We are ready.
Okay, so this is a tour of Miro and Jasmine's Graywater system. We'll just do Graywater in this first video. And it is December the 8th, 2022 with Permaculture Artisans. And we're going over the inside portion of the Graywater system first. We have Graywater pipe coming into the system here and coming down to a manual three-way valve. Currently, the water is set to go to the landscape. Oh, hold on. Currently, the water is set to go to the landscape through here. It comes into this pipe, into the surge tank. There's an effluent pump in the surge tank. The effluent pump is plugged in here. There is a electrical float switch that's plugged into that, so that when there's water in there, power goes to the effluent pump. When there's no water in there, no power goes to the effluent pump. When it pumps the water out, it comes into this tube and then outside. Michael, if you get an angle on this, if for some reason the effluent pump doesn't work, there's a problem, or there's 50 gallons of bath water that come into the tank all at once. This is an overflow into the black water pipe. There are backflow preventers both here and here, so that we're not getting any backflow of black water into this tank at all. And there's an optional system for the three-way valve if somebody wants to put a switch on that in the future. That's something that we can do or somebody else can do, but that is not currently installed as of this time. All right, let's pause the video there. This pipe coming out of the surge tank and going outside goes to the fruit trees, and we will show you those infiltration basins and boxes when we continue the video outside. Just to mention as we're passing by, this is actually where the gray water comes out of the basement area and splits and gets passed into the different pipes that go to the various infiltration basins. Okay, so the gray water is pumped down into the system for the landscape. All the gray water comes out into infiltration boxes like this purple one here. If you open up the box, what you see inside is a 1/2-inch ball valve. You can set those to be partially open so that water going into each box is similar. Water comes in, fills up these boxes, and then goes into a mulch basin, which is around the tree. It's the water in the mulch basins that the tree is going to absorb over time. The mulch basins are definitely a maintenance issue. Excuse me, over the years, those mulch basins will need to be dug out and replaced from time to time. For all of these, so there is a box there, there, one by the maple tree, and a final one by the top cherry tree. I believe it's the one at the top cherry tree that does not have a ball valve on it intentionally. So if for some reason people turn off all the other valves, there's always a place for the water to come out at that top one.